Outside Ketchum Auditorium here at SAC, and we're about to head inside to catch a glimpse into this year's fall production entitled The Spring Awakening. The play hits the stage this Thursday, November 24th at 8 p.m. Now before we get any further into the play, let's go behind the scenes and catch a quick glimpse into how rehearsals are going and a few cast interviews. Let's go check it out.
I think in many ways it's similar to lots of things that we've done in the past. It's a musical. We've had musicals at the school before. It's based on a play that was written a long time ago. I think the thing that differentiates it is that in this case it educates as well as entertains. Maybe some of the things that we've done at the school in the past are maybe more entertainment. I think the subject matter is probably what differentiates it from other things that we've done in the school, but it addresses issues that are still relevant and still contemporary today, and I think it's a perfect play for an audience that contains adolescents who are going through the same kinds of issues that are talked about within the play by the three main characters.
My character is Melchior Gabor. Obviously this play takes place in Germany, so he's seen at the beginning of the play as an average student, but that quickly changes. I mean, within the first scene, you see that he speaks out against his teacher when he thinks something's wrong. He knows a lot because of what he reads in books, and that's what makes him so different from the rest of the people in the cast.
In the play, I play Georg, and essentially he's one of Melchior's schoolmates, as well as he's kind of a weird kid, and he has a crush on his piano teacher.
My character is Otto. He's one of the school kids, one of Melchior's friends. There's really not that much elaborated on him in the play.
So I think it's different in that it perhaps is tackling issues that aren't always talked about, but that should be talked about.
He lives in a very sheltered society, a society where parents don't talk to their children about sex or about anything that can make them uncomfortable. So the fact that he gets this extra knowledge from the things that he reads in books, and that he knows a lot of things about sex, and he knows what the repercussions of it are, and a lot of things about Latin, which is a course that they have to take at school. So the fact that he knows all that is what really differentiates him from the rest of the cast.
I think the issues that are tackled in this play are very relevant to the audience.
It's hard to pick one part because all of it relates to your life in a different way. I mean, obviously the play shows a lot of extremes. It talks about depression and the fact that there's suicide.
There's many issues tackled in this play: teenage pregnancy, suicide, any of those. And it's really a hard-hitting play. It doesn't hold anything back, as I said before. And we've been saying the whole time, if we can change one person's life, if we can affect one person out there, then that's gold, and that's what we're going for.
I think what can tend to happen is that gossip starts around this play. We hear that this is a play that was banned in its time, which was over 100 years ago, and that's been very controversial over the last 100 years. So then what tends to happen is that people focus on those specific issues rather than looking at this play in a broader context.
It goes through all the different emotions. It goes through happiness, it goes through friendship. Obviously we've all felt sadness or depression, so I can relate to that. The different urges that you have growing up, everyone can relate to. So it's just, in general, it's a very relatable play.
And the other important aspect to the play, in my opinion, one of the things that I find shocking about the play, I don't find it so shocking that we're talking about sexual health issues, including abortion or pregnancy or mental health. What I find shocking in this play is that none of the adults in the play lives up to their responsibility as a parent, as a minister, as a school teacher, as a nurse, to deal with how children want to deal with those issues and talk about them.
It's definitely been one of the best things I've done at St. Andrews, and I really wish I'd started doing it earlier. I really wish I'd gotten into it before grade 12 instead of just here in my final year. But it's been a lot of long nights, but every moment's been worth it. It's been a lot of fun.
Mr. Schooler is an amazing director, and it's truly a privilege to work with him because he gives you exactly what it would be giving a professional cast. I mean, he doesn't give you slack because you're younger, and he doesn't look at you as children, he looks at you as young adults, so he expects a lot of you. So my experience working with the SAC Dramatic Society has been amazing ever since I started in grade 10. And the fact that this year, well, I have a much bigger role than I did in grade 10, it's a great experience.
I am going to see it as a musical for the first time. I'm going to watch the dress rehearsal tonight. So I'm assuming, because Mr. Schooler is doing this play, that it's going to be very entertaining as well as educational. And I'm expecting it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Well, there you have it, guys. Look inside this year's fall production called The Spring Awakening. Once again, it hits the stage this Thursday, November 24th at 8 p.m. And guys, just be prepared for another truly spectacular SAC-style performance. Once again, I'm Saad Siddiqui for the Independent Online with cameraman Joseph Shields and Andrew Mack.